Bob Dennis, realtor with Coldwell Banker. I found him, and me and him started touring properties, looking. And so he pulls up to this, nice building. And it actually happened to be the building that I had previously worked in. My boss had actually gone to the point that he lost it. They foreclosed and took it away. And so I go, wow, yeah. He says, what about this? I go, wow, it's too big. He says, well, how'd you like to buy it? And I'm like, look at me. I go,
What are
I
you
got
talking
hair down to
buying?
here. Yeah. I
Yeah.
go, I'm worried about how I'm going to cover the rent,
Yeah.
And he says, well, maybe we can figure something out. He goes, they're probably open to owner financing. And I'm like, I'd heard a little bit about that before, but, I said, well, let's talk about that. And so this building was 5,900 square feet, 3,500 square foot of metal building. Front was 2,400 square foot of stucco. And this is back when interest rates were coming down from 16%. I mean, it was very expensive. And so I was oblivious to all that. I just didn't know it because it was new to me. And so we get to talking, and I says, well, let's make an offer I can afford. I said, I can raise 10 grand in 6 months if I can take occupancy in the building for the next 6 months. And then I thought of ways to motivate him. There was graffiti on the outside. There was a broken window. And I said, look, I'll take care of the building. I'll make sure there's no more graffiti. I'll keep it safe, but we'll do a 6-month escrow owner, for me to have access to it. And to my surprise, they accepted. And so basically I took occupancy with $500 and I moved in, and now it's still a struggle because now I had I paid $110,000 for that building. And this is what was really cool. And this is what really lit a fire under me is I got it. I closed it. I was super excited. I remember this day going in, and just going, yeah, it's mine, but now I had a payment. Now I have a payment. And so I went up to the front of the building and I'm wiggling the sign and I'm pulling the sign up out at the front of the building. Yeah. And this guy pulls up and he says, he thought I was putting this in. And he says, hey, he goes, how much do they want for this thing? I said, it's not for sale. I said, I just bought it. And he says, really? He goes, what'd you pay for it? I said, I paid $110,000. And he goes, $110,000. He goes, I'll give you $20,000 more than you just paid for it. And I'm like, wow, now I was starting a cabinet shop, or I was actually well into my cabinet business now. And that was all I dreamed about, was having a cabinet business at the time, but it stuck. I go, yeah, it just reassured me that I made a great decision. And so that stuck. And then I just kept looking for more property after that.